Steven Crowder, the once megalithic internet personality that had a career that was unrivaled in conservative political commentary, now has a career that is on life support. What happened? Seriously, this guy was great. I genuinely enjoyed his Change My Mind episodes where he would calmly
piece of living garbage ass dumpster fire trash gum on the bottom of my shoe.
sit at a table, sip coffee, and debate college students on how many genders there were. You know, before we had an executive order that cleared that up for us. In the pre-Trumpian era, Steven Crowder was the next big thing, a rising star. He had everything going for him: sharp wit,
if you're not going cartoonish with Donald Trump,
meme-worthy content, and a huge following. He wasn't just an internet commentator. He was full-on entertainer. This man dressed up like a genie and confronted violent political extremists in style. He even stormed into some crazy college professor's class and completely embarrassed the guy.
I'm not discussing with people who've made threats against my son.
I've never threatened your son. I thought you were gay.
Spoiler alert, Crowder didn't threaten Robo's son. The guy just couldn't handle getting called out. So what exactly happened? Was it one catastrophic event, or did this train take some time to crash? I'm going to lay it all out on the table and let you decide. He was a home run internet celebrity, and his YouTube channel was super popular among the American right. He was one of the few conservatives who could mix humor, memes, and political commentary in a way that didn't feel forced. His audience wasn't just there for politics. They were there for Crowder, the personality. And that's what makes what happened next so wild. Enter Jeremy Boring, the CEO of the Daily Wire. Boring and his team wanted Crowder in the fold badly, so badly that they were willing to offer him a $50 million contract. $50 million. That's more than most NFL quarterbacks make. And to Crowder's credit, he didn't just jump at the money. He had some real concerns. One of his biggest issues at the time was how big social media platforms like YouTube and Facebook were silencing conservative voices. Crowder had been facing demonetization issues and feared that the same thing could happen to other creators and himself, even under the Daily Wire umbrella. His point was simple. If YouTube demonetizes you and your primary source of income is tied to the Daily Wire's deal, you could end up not getting paid at all because the Daily Wire also wouldn't make any money. Fair enough, right? It seems like a legit concern, at least something to bring up. But then things got messy. A beef ensued between Crowder and the Daily Wire that quickly spiraled out of control. What started as a negotiation turned into a full-blown war. Articles dropped, emails leaked, reaction videos. It was a disaster. The American right suddenly found itself in two camps: the Daily Wireans and the Crowder. It was kind of like in the Avengers series when Iron Man and Captain America had their beef. And to be honest, Steven Crowder was not like Iron Man in this scenario. He was more like Hawkeye, useful, but totally outgunned. The Daily Wire had Candace Owens, Jordan Peterson, and Captain Ben Shapiro himself, the dream team. And look, I'm not promoting violence here, but an internal thing. It's like a gift. It's called a punchometer, and it helps me detect exactly how punchable someone's face is. And damn, Steven Crowder didn't stand a chance. The Daily Wire had the hearts and minds of the American right, and it showed in the ratings. Crowder's YouTube numbers took a nosedive, and the demonetization issues didn't help either. And pretty soon, Crowder ended up switching to Rumble. But even on Rumble, Crowder's numbers were plummeting. His once dominant voice in the conservative space was fading fast. And this is where things get a little conspiratorial. You might notice that people who leave, or worse, snub the Daily Wire, things tend to get ugly for them fast. Reputation smearing.
I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her
hit pieces, sudden scandals. It's like clockwork. We'll save some of that for another video. But the point is, after Crowder's beef with the Daily Wire, the floodgates opened. A ton of dirt about the man started surfacing. First, there was this little gem. The dude apparently had a shut the hell up button. No, really, this isn't a joke. Crowder literally had a button on his desk that he would press whenever one of his co-hosts or guests talked too long and stole the spotlight. When the button was pressed, you shut the hell up.
It was his rant button, the Dave Don't Talk button.
And then there's this clip which became national news right around the time Crowder's beef with the Daily Wire started heating up.
I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick.
Fucking watch it.
Okay? I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. Become someone worthy of a life worth.
Crowder, you cannot be doing that, buddy. Even the average dude would catch heat for talking to his pregnant wife like that. But you're doing it with one of the most punchable faces in conservative politics. All jokes aside, this was a disaster. Any political message that Crowder put forth, no matter how valid, is now forever stained by the bright crimson red of the shut the hell up button. Whether or not the Daily Wire launched a public smear campaign against him, they really didn't need to. Crowder did a fine job sabotaging himself. But here's the thing, Crowder did make great content. He made some solid points. He even spearheaded a fight against legacy media's silencing of its political opponents. All of that got muddled in scandal after scandal. The timing, suspicious. The outcome, predictable. Steven Crowder's career is now on life, and whether or not he can recover it remains to be seen. But hey, at least we'll always have
Shut the hell up and subscribe.